There is nothing more fundamental to becoming an improviser than connecting with your instrument. Now, this is relatively easy to do if you're playing violin or a clarinet or a trumpet. But a piano is a big piece of furniture. It makes its sound by striking a hammer on a string. Then you hear the string vibrating. The sound is not created here. Therefore, it's very important that you develop a subconscious relationship with sound and not your fingers. We'll discuss this in detail in this video. So let's get started. To celebrate the launch of this series, I'd like to give you a special gift. I'm making my course available to you completely free. This course will help you to build one of the most important skills in music, the ability to play in all keys. Now let's jump into today's lesson. Exercise 5 is all about connecting with sound. It's really important to improvise that you hear sound from the piano more than you're thinking of your fingers. Let me show you what I mean. If you play a note on the piano, let that sound just wash over you and sink into you. You have to love the sound. If you're playing a keyboard, then let the sound come from the speakers. So you play a note and you listen. Let it sink in. Play another note. Ah, that is a beautiful sound. I love that sound. So you're connecting with sound. Now, if you want, you could play structures. And again, just listen. You don't have to be judgmental about it. Just listen and let the sound sink in. I maintain if you do this every day, you'll start to develop a relationship with sound rather than the fingers. Exercise 6 is all about developing singing with your piano playing. I realize that many piano players are phobic when it comes to singing. Either they think it's not necessary or they just don't want to sing. But I recommend singing is very important and it should become a natural part of your training. But you need to connect with the piano. A lot of people feel they can't sing because they don't sing on pitch. But if you go to a vocal teacher, they'll all tell you that you have to start singing from your diaphragm. So diaphragmatic singing is like yelling, ha, ha. So it comes from deep down in your stomach area, and it helps you to sing on pitch. Second, I recommend that you play a note on the piano and then sing it. La, la, la. You don't have to have a great voice. You just want to connect with la, or if it's la, la, la. Okay, la, 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 la. Eventually, and I maintain this will happen if you practice every day, you'll be able to sing first, la, 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 and then play. That's really what you want. You want to be able to hear music in your head. Like a composer, and you play it spontaneously with your fingers. If this becomes normal and natural, I guarantee you, you will develop your ability as an improviser. Give it a try. This is exercise 7, 5-7-1. At its most basic, music is all about emotionality, and emotionality really comes down to tension and resolution of tension. At its most basic, I say it's 5-7-1. Now here's what I mean by 5-7-1. First of all, here's the 1. It's just a C major triad, root, 3rd, 5th, C, E, G. If I put my thumb on G, and I play a G7, which is also the dominant 7th, the 5-7 chord feels like it wants to resolve somewhere, and its favorite resolution is usually the 1 chord. So you have heard this everywhere. It's a feeling of resolution, of tension to release of tension. Now here's a great exercise. Let's say I'm playing in the key of C. I can find G's, B's, D's, and F's all over the piano. They're everywhere. I can play any way I want. Anything I want, as long as I play G, B, D, and F. It has that dominant sound. Once I stop, I can ask myself, how do I want to resolve this? Well, maybe here. I just do it from my ears. So I could come up with another G7th, dominant. There we go. And you do this with your ears, but you do it every day. You sit down. Now, obviously, once you've done this in the key of C, do it in all keys. Any key you want. So I recommend you practice this every day until it becomes so natural for you to feel that tension to release it. Will help you as an improviser. Give it a try. I'd like to thank you so much for visiting my new site. I call this JazzFlow because it develops the skills. And you develop skills by practicing simple exercises, and you practice them over and over and over. And they're in your subconscious, and they become a language. So I'll be giving you more lessons. I hope you'll keep your eyes open for them. For now, I have 2 downloads in the description below. One is for my full course, and the other one is for a page that shows you diatonic and chromatic intervals, so you can use that when studying this particular course. So have a great day. Thank you again for watching.